नमस्कार. जय श्री कृष्ण. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौरभक्त वृंदा. Enunciating text 34, text 35 and text 36 of chapter 4, Vidur approaches Maitreya of third canto of the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 34. देहन्यासं च तस्यैवं धीराणां धैर्यवर्धनम् अन्येषां दुष्करतरं पशूनां विक्लवात्मनां. The Lord's glorious acts and his acceptance of various transcendental forms for the performance of extraordinary pastimes in the mortal world are very difficult for anyone other than his devotees to understand, and for the beasts they are simply a mental disturbance. The transcendental forms and pastimes of the Lord as described in Bhagavad Gita are difficult subject matters for those who are not devotees to understand. The Lord never reveals himself to persons like the Jnanis and Yogis, and there are others who, because of their envying the Lord from the bottom of their hearts, are classified amongst the beasts, and for such envious beasts, the subject matter of the Lord's appearance and disappearance is simply a mental disturbance. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 7.15, the miscreants who are simply concerned with material enjoyment, who work very hard like beasts of burden, can hardly know the personality of Godhead at any stage due to asuric bhav or a spirit of revolt against the Supreme Lord. The transcendental bodily expansions manifested by the Lord for his pastimes in the mortal world and the appearance and disappearance of such transcendental expansions are difficult subject matters, and those who are not devotees are advised not to discuss the Lord's appearance and disappearance, lest they commit further offenses at the lotus feet of the Lord. The more they discuss the transcendental appearance and disappearance of the Lord in the asuric spirit, the more they enter into the darkest region of hell, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 16.20. Anyone who is against the transcendental loving service of the Lord is more or less a beastly creature, as confirmed in this verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 35. Atmanam cha kuru shrestha krishnen manasekshitam dhyayan gate bhagavate ruroda prema vihavalaha. Understanding that he was remembered by Lord Krishna while quitting this world, Vidur began to cry loudly, overwhelmed by the ecstasy of love. Vidur was overwhelmed by the ecstasy of love when he understood that Lord Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, thought of him at the last moment. Although he thought of himself as insignificant, he was remembered by the Lord by his causeless mercy. Vidur accepted this as a great favor, and thus he cried. This crying is the last word in the progressive path of devotional service. One who can cry for the Lord in love is certainly successful in the line of devotional service. Text 36. Kalindyah kati bhiha siddha अहो भीर भरतर शभ प्रापद्यत स्वह सरितम yatra mitra suto muniha. After passing a few days on the bank of the river Yamuna, Vidur, the self-realized soul, reached the bank of the Ganges, where the great sage Maitreya was situated. Thus end the Bhakti Vedanta purports of the third canto, fourth chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Vidur approaches Maitreya. Hare Krishna.